right where this belongs, in the round file.
Alright, gentlemen, so we're doing some carpeting on our box. We're carpeting her box. So there's the box upside down. We already got the top carpeted. That was easy. That's flat. So this one we're going to try and use one piece. So I have some cardboard up there to keep overspray away. I have these two clamps. I have it folded back. So the plan is to spray this carpet and this surface. This flat surface. And then once the glue sets up, or the contact adhesive sets up, then we'll release the clamps and stick it to it. And then we'll fold the part that's under the cardboard back, because this part will hold it. We'll spray that, stick that down, and then we can cut the notches in the sides to get it to lay and all that good shit. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to get the spray in here, and I'll let you see how it goes. So, talk to you soon, gentlemen. I'm going to shake we got the good shit, Loctite 300, heavy duty. We'll put 2 coats on. Hopefully we don't run out of this canister. I don't want to buy another $10 canister of this shit. So, anywho, guys, I will be right back. The other piece for the car, it's already in the car. It's just sitting there. It's got carpet on the top. I might carpet in between the reinforcement pieces on the bottom. I might not. So, but that piece is pretty much done. I'm thinking about spray painting the edges just so they're black and they blend in better. We'll see about that. We got painter's tape, so we could do that too. So, anyways, guys, I'll get a spray and be right back. Alright, gentlemen, so I took the clamps off, stuck it down. Of course, contact adhesive contacts immediately. It should be on there pretty good. I took one of my mixing sticks from the epoxy, and I just jammed it into this corner here, like this. Got it so that corner, and then we'll trim it up. Other than that, I'm going to rearrange our thing. I'm going to make a little cut here so it'll lay flatter. And we'll get to it and see what we get here. So we're just experimenting and hoping our first experiment works, because it's the only one we can do, because this stuff's permanent. So anyway, guys, I'll be right back. I'll get set up for the next spray. Alright, gentlemen, so here's what we have now. I have the carpet flipped back. It is resting just on a sawhorse. That's it. And we are going to spray this surface, and then spray that surface, and then stick it, and then we'll wrap it around. So I'm spraying as I go. Like, I'll spray this surface, stick it, and then I'll fold it back from this corner here. I'll spray this surface and then stick it. And then we're going to have to cut into the corners so it'll sit down on this. And I'm hoping I could figure out how to cut into those corners to get it to stick down. And I think I'll have to tape this because I don't want any gack along here once I get to that point. But I'm going to get back to spraying, and then we'll stick it down. Alright, guys, before I decided to spray, I flipped it back down. Took some welder's chalk. That's what I've been using, is welder's chalk to lay this out. And I flipped it back, flipped the carpet back down, and from underneath I just drew a line so I know where to spray, so I don't get a whole bunch of overspray there when I'm not ready for it. So I'll spray up this, get it stuck down. We'll see where we go next. So I made 4 cuts. I made a cut here, which will fold this back. We'll glue the front on first, but as you can see, I cut it so it goes to the corner. Cut it so it goes to the corner. I did that on each side. So I'm going to spray the front over here. We'll fold this back, get that stuck down, and then we'll do the sides and see how it works out. Because once the front is stuck in, then we have something to go off of for these sides. I'm gonna tape off these spots here. I'm gonna tape these off along the edge. That's where it sits in the car. So I'll tape those off once I get to that. But I'm just doing the front right now. So let me grab my glue, get to spraying, mask off, or get my cardboard and cover all this stuff so I don't get any overspray on it. And I'll bring you back when it's tacked on. So here's what we got. We got it masked off in the corner so overspray doesn't get in there. We got our cardboard on there. We got 2 clamps just giving it weight to hold it back so we can spray it. That's folded out of the way and clamped. That's folded out of the way and clamped. So we're gonna spray the front edge and get her stuck down. I'm gonna slide it to the edge of the table. So, oh, I gotta tape that front edge too so it doesn't get all messed up. So other than that, I'm just gonna tape that edge and then I'm gonna spray it and get it going. So there we go. We got our mask off. We're only spraying from right about here over to there for right now, and then of course on the carpet. So there it is, stuck down. I don't know if you could see on the camera. I took my edge or my stick for mixing, and I just pressed it in the edge just like this. Got it stuck down in there. I'm hoping to trim right along here on the front edge. Hopefully. There's a bear on this corner a little bit, but we got her stuck down. We'll keep playing with her. But she's there now. It took a second for her to stick. We're starting to run out of goo. Hopefully we don't have to buy another can of $11 goo just for these 2 little wings. We shall see, gentlemen, though. It is getting there, though. I'm going to set up for the next spray, which is the wings. I have to make a couple I have to cut straight down here to there, and then that'll lay over. This flap will lay over, and then I can trim it to that. So hopefully it works out that way. So I'm gonna get out a knife that's nice and sharp and get to town on that. So here's the crazy masking. We have our mask all the way around the edge. We have a clamp up there to keep it back for when we spray. We're masked on those edges. We're masked here. It's gonna get cut way back, so I can get a little bit onto here. It's okay, because that's all just gonna get trimmed. The other side we'll have to remask because I don't want to waste more material. Back here, it's taped off pretty good. So we're gonna spray it down, see how it goes. Be right back. We did get it stuck down pretty damn good. Took my edge, I know you can't really see it on the, I took my stirring stick and ran it on the edge. I know you can't really see it. I did accidentally touch it to some of the adhesive. So we'll just take a little knife or something, scrape it off of there, you know, just add a little more work. We'll get her all cleaned up. She's pretty empty. I'm gonna have to go get another can just to do the 1 wing. So off to the hardware store, hopefully, and then I'll finish doing it. I'm gonna trim it up some before I leave for the hardware store, so that'll keep me occupied for a minute. Anyway, guys, talk to you soon. So we did a little bit of trimming. Excuse the camera work. There we go. That's a little better. So I trimmed these edges over here all the way to the center. We'll get it flipped over. We'll get it in the car, see how it looks. I know it's hard to see because it's black, but for now we got a new can. Oh, it'll be Loctite. There's Moo. There's little Roo looking all sad. Anywho, so we'll get this last one glued up. Then we'll flip it over and trim her up and see what we got. I already got it cut for our corners. We'll get it in there, get it going, and this project will be done and it'll look awesome. So, I mean, there might be a little bit of vacuuming going on. I gotta vacuum all the junk off of it because it's carpet. So, anyway, guys, I'm gonna get this sprayed, set up, ready to go, and then we'll get it trimmed up and we'll show you what it's like. Alright, gentlemen, so all I've been doing is masking off and covering the the box. So then I've just been spraying flat black on all the edges, sprayed a little in the inside, so you know. And I did the covers, the other piece, just getting all this brightness away. Let me go get the can and show you what angle I use so I didn't have to mask these other pieces. So I'm just using some Krylon flat black, and I was just holding it, so if that's the piece, I was spraying at more of a down angle, so then it would just blast by the carpet that's already on there. And that's all I did. On these pieces, I didn't mask them at all. These pieces, on the other hand, or this piece on the other hand, the main piece with the box in it, I masked it off, and then we're gonna just spray, you know, spray edges like this that are bright. Edges like this that are bright. So, as you can see, this edge is sprayed. So is that edge, all the edges there are sprayed. I have it all masked off. So just so the carpeting doesn't get crispy with paint, or most of the carpeting doesn't get crispy with paint. I don't know if you could see in here, I ripped out all the carpeting in the middle. I'm OCD like that, so I'm going to put some more of the carpeting that I actually bought in there. It'll add a little more room too. Plus I wanted to get rid of the screws from the brackets that are sticking through so I don't cut myself. There's still one in there that's really tight in a corner that I have to get to, but other than that, I'm going to get to spraying. Alright gentlemen, so here's what we have right now. I cut out a strip of the carpeting. I just cut it off to whatever the width is. I think it's 5 or 6 feet carpet. And to get this strip to be uniform all the way around, here's what I did. So we'll go over here. As you see, let me go to the end so it's easier. As you can see, I have an 8-foot level clamped to the table, work table, with the carpet underneath, and I made it stick out as far as I needed to get that strip, and it's clamped on either end. And then make sure you use a nice sharp blade. Throw away your dull blades, they're dangerous, all that good stuff. I put in a brand new blade, first 2 cuts on it. So I'm gonna get this other strip cut, and then we'll probably spray some more adhesive, get those stuck in, and then measure for the squares, the bottom squares. And as you see here, I also painted on that edge, or spray bomb that edge, so then when the lid is on, there's no it's not this color. So it's nice and all black, and it'll be gorgeous. Gorgeous, darlings. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut this other strip. And then we'll get these stuck in. So I just made the cut. As you can see, nice sharp blade, 2 fingers. Didn't have to cut through it twice at all. So we'll take this over here. Since we have one there already, this will be inside here like this. Getting those corners will be a little difficult, you know. Oops. So that'll be in there like that, like that. And there we are. So that's just prep there waiting. I'll have to cut it to length right here and get rid of this tail, of course. But what I want to do is I'll stick, to get a decent length cut off, I will stick it on this edge, the back edge, and then the third edge and part of the fourth edge. So then, once that's all stuck in every corner, except for this one, then I can spray it again or figure out the length, because then all the corners will be in tight and it'll be glued to it or adhesive to it, and then I won't have to guesstimate. So, and then the last step on these, of course, is cutting a piece of carpet for the bottom here. And then I'll have to mask all this off when I spray the adhesive. I should have done this first, I know, guys, order operations, but I wasn't planning on replacing this, but my OCD got the best of me, so. And plus it gives like that little fraction of space more. Like my Speedy Stitch kit was just touching the top of the lid, so this carpet is much thinner, like half the size, I think, of, or thickness of the last carpet that was in here. So it'll let that sit down. I gotta trim out right here a little notch for when I stick it in as well. So maybe we'll start in this corner and work our way that way. So then we get this notch in there correctly, which is a good idea. So I think I'll trim out for that notch right now, gentlemen, and figure out how I'm gonna mask this off to stick it in there. All right, gentlemen, so I have it all taped off so we don't get a bunch of overspray all over the place, because that stuff will get all crispy on my carpet that I don't want. I notched out the carpeting, and if you can see, I also marked out how far I need to spray for the first side. So I'm going to put the corner here, this end here, get it locked in to about 1 inch off the corner, and then I'll fold it back, spray there, spray it, and I have it marked again for the back again. And then we'll just run along it and get it stuck really nice. Jam it in the corner with our stick. Do the same, and hopefully we'll get a really nice layup on this. So we'll see. Hopefully the edge I taped isn't too low. I mean, a little low is okay. It'll stick. I even taped the center so we don't get gook on here for our lid. So so it's coming along. So we'll get these two stuck in there. I'm gonna sit and have some tea, go get some food, and then we'll come back to spraying it in a little bit. Go have some special gunpowder tea. So till then, guys. All right, gentlemen, so here's how I've been just covering up the sides of the box so I don't get overspray on them. I've just been putting cardboard against them, and then I'll take this piece, and I already have the other piece stuck on. It went pretty damn good. There's a little goobies on the top edge, but this one's a little better. You know, first one's the worst one, you know. But I'll spray this one, get it stuck on. We met up in the corner really nice on this one. Hopefully we can do the same here. No gap. Looks beautiful. And then all we have left is the bottom, and then this project will be completely done. Just a little bit of cleanup here and there on the little gobbies, and then it'll be completely done. But, you know, that's just my OCD. I'll probably try and find just some scissors and kind of give it a little nose hair trim, so to speak. But I'm gonna get this last one sprayed, and then I'll get this cardboard out of here, and then I'll give you a flyover, guys. All right, guys, excuse the heater noise, but we have some carpet in there. Corners are really nice, crisp. That corner turned out nice. That corner turned out nice right where they join up. As you can see, little goobies on there. We'll once we clean it up, call it done. You know, I'm not a perfectionist, but I like things to look good. So the last two pieces to go in are the bottoms. Now what I'm thinking is I'll use the same masking technique with the cardboard, and then I'll just spray and then drop the pieces in. And that should be done. So I'm gonna take some measurements and get some pieces cut out here and see what we get. And so I have the pieces cut out. Here's how I did it. I just lined it up, used my machinist scale, took measurements off the part. I taped off a 1/2 inch or whatever around each one, so I'm not dragging too much goo around. It'll be plenty good enough to stick it down. Here I have it masked off. I'm gonna spray the inside and then just jam it down in there. And now these two are different sizes, so I'm glad I measured both and didn't cut out both to the same size, because one is smaller. I made this one smaller to hold, or bigger, I forget which way it was, but it fits the actual storage box that goes in here. Let me go grab that and I'll show it to you. Alright gentlemen, so here's that storage box that goes in the one side. If I open it, you know, you see a bunch of fuses and light bulbs and whatever other random small car things that just float around your car, but it's good to have spares when you're driving, of course. So especially when you drive long distances like I do, it's good to have shit like that on hand. So I'm gonna get to spraying these things, drop them in there, and then get all this masking off of the thing and see how it looks. Because we have the other pieces leaning up over there next to the whiteboard. If you can see, they're right there. Right there. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna get these sprayed up, jammed on in there. Dinner time's coming soon. I'm getting hungry again. Guys, it's in there. I'm just tucking it in around the edges. Pulling out the cardboard. As you can see in the corner, I got it a little crooked, so I just cut a little shavy, and get it in there and just tuck it in. I think I got it in there a little crooked. No wrinkles in the bottom though, so that's good. Once I put that little sliver in the corners, nobody will ever see it. Nobody will ever know. It'll be good to go. Alright, I'm going to work on this side, gentlemen. Probably cut a little piece, tuck in those corners. You don't even need to glue them or anything. Just tuck them in. The pressure, the tension holds them. So I'm going to get this last floor in, and I accidentally had to peel up. I had to peel up this one because I put it in the wrong hole. See, I should have marked them left and right, but I thought I knew. You know, that's the joys of building stuff. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get this last piece of carpet in here, and then we'll take all this off and see how she looks. So be right back. Alright, gentlemen, there we go. All done. Gave her a little quick vacuum. We pop open the lid. We got our storage container in there. She's a tight fit. She's a tighter fit than with the other carpet. I think once it settles in there, it'll be fine. I was gonna put a hinge on here, but I'm like, nah. If I want to just leave it open, I can do that. But yeah, turned out real nice. I'll give it a good vacuum on the other sides, and then we shall install it once the car is back in here, and I'll show that on a different video. But I did her box, and she is done. There's Moo and Roo chilling. But yeah, guys, this is one project done. It looks really nice. It'll be nicer in the car when you see it. So anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Stay safe out there, and as always, car love.